Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the Apres Gel X nails. So first things first, I love to use this barrel type of cuticle bit just to take off all the dead skin off the nail plate. I preferably like this just because when it comes to like cutting the cuticles, I get very scared, and I just want to make sure if I'm doing my own nails or somebody else's that I take the most safest way. As you can see, there was a lot of those dead skin on her cuticles, so I just kept going back and forth until I felt like it was all gone. In this clip here, I'm using a rounder cuticle bit for the cuticles, just because it helps just clean up any of that dead skin that I couldn't get from before. Like I said, it's very gentle on the nail plate, so it's not going to cause any indents or make anyone bleed, and I use this on a very low RPM speed. Next, I'm going to be using a 180 grit sanding band just to roughen up the nail plate a bit, just so that the primer and the base coat could just adhere to the natural nail. After that's all done, I'm going to be taking an alcohol wipe and just wiping off all that dust from the nail. Now for the best part, I'm going to be sizing up the tips to my mom's nails, making sure they're not too big or not too small. Now for the essential part of the process, I like to use the Gel X Prep, the silver bottle one, and I just prime the bottom of the gel tips. For dehydrator, I'm using the Mia's Secret Nail Prep one. This has always been the best, and it's super affordable, so if you don't want to break the bank, definitely buy that. Now for primer, I'm going to be using the Apres Gel X one. This is in the gold bottle because it's made for like the natural nails. This is actually my favorite. I've tried more affordable ones, but to be honest, they just do not compare to this one, and my nails last for about a month or two with this. To adhere the nails, I'm going to be using the Solid Nail Glue Gel by Macart. I just feel like if you're trying to do nails pretty quick and you do want a sturdy foundation, this is the best. It still lasts on the nails the same way that like the liquidy one would on the nails. I've had nails that lasted for a month or two, but I would definitely say please be careful when using this. Use gloves. You do not want to get contact dermatitis, and also if you're doing this on somebody else, I'm not a professional, but I make sure that no gel gets on the cuticle or under the nail. Super vital and super important. Now if you're finding it hard to use a glove to adhere the nails, especially with the solid nail glue, what I do is put alcohol on my fingertips and on my nail tip, and this just allows it to not stick to you. And also when it comes to alcohol and gel, it basically becomes this like non-stick barrier. I'm not sure how effective this is, but I haven't gotten contact dermatitis, so but do it at your own will. Like, don't take me for face value. That's just what I do because I cannot do nails with that damn glove with my dominant hand, but like I said, take precaution. Now I do put the nails in the lamp for like 60 seconds, and then I go right into using a 180 grit sanding band just to take off excess gel and to ensure that the nail on top is super smooth. You can use a higher grit, but just because gel nails are not super thick like acrylic, I tend to use a much, finer type of sanding band over a much grittier one. clip, I'm using 180 grit nail file, and that essentially what I'm just doing is just taking off that little nub on the tip of every Gel X nail. I don't know why they have it. Super annoying, but just to ensure that nobody's poking themselves, just sand that off. For this part, I'm going to be using a base coat on the nails to ensure that when I put the gel polish on, it's not going to peel off or to chip. I'm using the Model 1's base coat. Honestly, I've used so much different base coats. None of them really stand out from the other. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just use a very cheap one. Model 1's is super affordable and doesn't peel off. It allows the gel polish from any brand, any price point to stick on. I forgot to add in this clip, but I do cure that base coat for 30 seconds because it is so translucent. It takes a short amount of time for it to cure. And then the nail polish I'm using is this Beetles pinky nude one. In the description, I'm going to put all of the names of everything I'm using. I cannot remember from the top of my head, but this is absolutely one of my favorites. I am just so curious why I went out of frame for this, but it's honestly a beautiful nude color. If you're into clean girl nails, I definitely recommend it. And especially if you have more melanin in your skin, I think it's the perfect nude. Now, I do like to do 2 coats of this nail polish just because it's not opaque and I like to get that full color payoff. And especially since my mom does when I do 2 coats of that polish too, because she likes that very pink, bright nude. I absolutely love Beetles polish. They're super affordable, and as you can see, they have a great range of colors. I am not sponsored by them, but I do love them. And if they do want to sponsor me in the future, please go ahead. Just kidding, not really. So I don't know why I was holding that bottle so aggressively, but I like to use the Model 1's top coat. Like I said, I don't really see a difference with expensive ones and cheap ones. They all work the same to me, and it's just going to ensure that these are nice and glossy and juicy looking.
Light brown here, we got on my deck.
Also, make sure to cure that top coat for 30 seconds. For the most important step, I'm going to be using this Model 1's Cuticle Oil. It's made with almond oil, and it just really hydrates those cuticles. I absolutely love it, and I use it all the time. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the final look. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Bye!